Hello, welcome back. Jessica here. So I'm going to get right into the dip powders that I am going to be using today. I did recently do a swatch video of some of the dips I got from MamaMakesHerOwnDips on Etsy, and she's doing some American Horror Story inspired dips every Monday. So this is the season 1 inspired dips, and I'm going to kind of be recreating or getting my inspiration from the picture you saw there, which was from FragaliciousNails by Jess. So go check out her channel. Good lord, because she really does some beautiful, beautiful manis, and mine cannot, like the mani that I'm doing today. While I like the way the chrome matte looks, I think just because I was applying it to my dominant hand, it just, the application kind of was leaving something to be desired, in my opinion. But, you know, I think I just need to kind of remember to take my time when I'm doing the application on my dominant hand, and, you know, just kind of slow down and, you know, really focus on making sure I don't flood my cuticles, or, you know, clean up the cuticles and everything like that, and, you know, the filing and everything. So just, you know, kind of things that I need to pay a little bit more attention to. But I love this dip because this one is a thermal, so you can see that it's a little bit of a gray color in the jar. But when I applied it, it kind of turned that whitish color. And I almost kind of wish that I was able to do this mani, or maybe that I waited to do it on my non-dominant hand, just because my nails are a little bit longer on my other hand. So I would have been able to see the thermal a little bit more. My nails are a little bit shorter, so they mostly kind of just stay the lighter color, because my nails aren't quite long enough to really be able to see the thermal all of the time. But it's still a pretty cool effect, so I'm not mad about it at all. So I am speeding up through the dip powder application a little bit. I'm not really doing anything out of the ordinary. I do have my cupcake liners there, and I'm pouring over just because those are 1/4 ounce jars, I believe, and they're packed. So I didn't want to kind of, you know, stick my finger in it and kind of make it overflow all over the place, and then, you know, have a, you know, situation where I may be flooding my cuticles a little bit more than I already kind of do sometimes on this hand. So I thought pour over would be a better way to go with those smaller jars. And I kind of want to look into getting some silicone cupcake liners. I don't really like having the paper ones that I kind of have to throw away. I'd rather have something that's washable. I would usually use the jar liners, but I don't know. I only have 2 of them, and I'm using 3 colors, so you do the math. But anyway, I'm gonna also, in this dip set, there's a chunky glitter, so I'll be using that one as well. And then one of the colors in the swatch video that I did, I kind of chromed one of them. It's a very super fine kind of shimmer dip powder. And a lot of times, even though they may not necessarily be sold as a chroming powder, you can still chrome them. So it's kind of you know, really cool added benefit for that kind of a powder. Okay, and since this one is not a shimmer color, the gray color that I have right now, I am going to activate both of those nails, and that's just going to help protect those nails so they get nice and hard before I move on to the other dip powders, and that way when I move on to the shimmer and the glitter, I don't have to worry about any of those glitters kind of getting stuck on the nails that I did already, because I don't want like a random glitter to kind of be, stuck there and kind of mess up the look that I'm going for. So I'm doing the chunky glitter just on my ring finger. I'm going to do the other two as the chrome. And you can see there that I poured a little bit out, so that's just kind of to make sure, before I put it on my nail, to kind of help make sure that on the first layer I'm getting mostly the powder, so I have a nice kind of base before I get a whole lot of the chunkier glitters on my nails, so that way it doesn't end up being too thick and bulky. And everything. And then I'll pat those glitters down with my finger as well, so you don't want any of those edges to stick up when you go into file. Most of the time the glitters are silver inside, so if any of them are sticking up and you file into them, it's going to kind of ruin the look of the mani, because you're going to have silver speckles where there wasn't any before. So just keep that in mind. And I'll do the same thing. I'll activate this nail as well, and then we'll move on to the other two nails. And actually, before activating, I am going to go in. So I poured most of the acrylic powder back into the jar, but I kept some of it in the cupcake liner. So I am going to place some of those chunkier glitter pieces where I want them on the nail. So, that's always something that you can kind of do to kind of really fill it up and make sure you get the kind of maximum sparkle that you can get. So if you don't place them, why? It kind of really completes the look, and especially if you kind of have a few chunky glitters, just kind of at the top of your nail, and you don't have any anywhere else. It's nice to kind of be able to place some of them so you can really get that full glitter effect. Okay, so the World is Wrong. This is the one that has that really nice kind of shimmer that you can kind of see in the lid there of the cap. So it's going to look really nice chromed. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do at least 2 layers of the dip powder just like as a regular kind of standard dip, and then I'll chrome over that later on. So I still want to kind of have that nice kind of, base as far as the sturdiness that the dip powder kind of gives you before I go in and actually chrome them. Okay, so for this mani, I am kind of doing this one a little bit different. I did basically my whole dip powder application, but instead of capping in clear and then filing and everything, what I did was a layer of my gel base coat, a layer of my gel top coat, and then filed that, kind of the same way you would do if you were doing like a full gel method mani. Just because I didn't want the layers to be kind of too thick, and then I'm going to be finishing off with gel liquids anyways. So just kind of decided to do it a little bit different. But you could, by all means, cap in your clear dip powder and file and buff that and shape and everything, and then finish off with your gel base and top coat. And for this one, I'll be using a chroming gel liquid and doing it that way. And I'm not filing on camera in this one, just to be mindful of your time and everything, because I do appreciate everybody that watches the videos in full and likes and subscribes and everything. So thank you so much, because I truly appreciate it. And also be on the lookout for my A to Z nail art challenges, because that's going to be ongoing, as long as you guys keep liking it and everything. So and it's also a chance, if you have a YouTube or Instagram and want to be featured, I'll be doing that in the videos as well. Okay, so everything is all nice and filed and shaped. I'm going to apply the base coat to all of my nails on this round, and then I'll be top coating everything except for my index and middle finger, because those are the two that I'm going to chrome. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do the chrome, you can see I'm kind of dipping into the dip powder. That was actually the way that that Jess did it in her video, Fragalicious by Jess. And I mean, I guess I never really thought about whether or not that would matter. I don't know if I would necessarily do that with every kind of chromable powder, like for instance the Referral Nails Chrome collection. Those powders are, in my opinion, kind of a weird consistency. So I don't know if you know, dipping into them first and then rubbing them in with the applicator there would work the same or not. I have never tried it, but I think it was a little bit maybe a little bit easier as long as you have your gel liquid on your whole entire nail. You're kind of also making sure that you get the powder across your whole nail as well, and then rubbing it in with your eyeshadow applicator. So I think they look really, really pretty, and I love that color chromed. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna just go in with my base coat as well, just to make sure that my matte top coat has something to stick to, because you don't want that kind of you know, peeling off after you get your whole mani completed. And I know it seems like kind of a lot of layers, but you know, if you're not applying them too thick, it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so on to the matte top coat. So this one is also a gel top coat. I do have one that's just a regular polish, but it always seems to be a little bit streaky looking as far as the finished result is concerned. So I do kind of like the gel polishes better, especially the matte one. Usually gel polishes are kind of self-leveling, so you don't kind of get all of those streaks that you would normally get with other polishes or regular polishes. So you don't really see the kind of the matte effect until after it's cured. But here we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off with my Candi Skin Care. So one thing, you know, as far as the matte top coat is concerned, typically I did try to be a little bit careful as far as not getting it on the surface of my nail, but that kind of went out the window towards the end. However, it does kind of make it look shiny again if you have like the oil on the matte top coat, but all you have to really do is you know, rub a little bit of alcohol, like on a cotton round or paper towel or something like that, across the surface of your nail to kind of bring back that matte finish. So it's not, you know, lost and gone forever at all. So let me know what you think of this mani. Please like and subscribe if you are not already, and welcome to any new subscribers as well. I hope you enjoy. And this was a lot of fun. Like I said, it's not quite as pretty as Jess's set that she completed, but I saw the, you know, the chromed matte finish, and I just fell in love, and I knew that I would be able to chrome this one, so I just wanted to try it out. You know, but definitely go check out her video because her nails are absolutely gorgeous. But thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.